Hello my friends and welcome to episode 12 of our Football Manager 2021 Let's Play with Rangers. Today we are taking on both legs of our Champions League qualifying playoff against Red Star Belgrade. We've got a lot of changes from the last game, which was Dundee United in the Betfred Cup, so I was able to sort of rest players. Lewis Mail got a game, Katic played again, and whatnot. We won that 5-0. Holzik getting a hat-trick on his debut, and young Coombs and I think it was Kamara Roof that got the other goal. So, fairly positive start to life for Adam Holzik at the club. So the team we're going with today is Woodman, Tavernier, Edmundson, McKenna, Barisic, Kelly getting a game, Mayer, Kamara, Hadji, Holzik and Kent, McCrory, Patterson, Ampadu, Mimino, Gilmore, Orsic and Roof on the bench. Again, just trying to balance fitness with quality really. Edmundson might seem like a bit of a shock, but I'm preferring him to Ampadu at the minute, so that's kind of why I've gone with that route. I'm trying to figure out what my best defence is, in all honesty. So let's go have a good one tonight again, and then we'll pump the fists and make a difference. Katic has now gone to Man United, which is how we've managed to get Holzik in the Champions League squad. This feels a bit slow. Now I have been asked to change my settings, so we're just going to click that up one, which has been requested in the comments a couple of episodes ago. So we're doing that because you guys have requested it basically. If you want me to switch back, let me know. This is normally the setting that I would run on, as my cat is going absolute bananas in the background. Sorry guys. I hope it's not too loud on the mic as Kelly launches it and finds Kent, brings it into the box, it's knocked away. Kent back again. Mayer, you've got to be burying that, pal. We do get a corner from it. I do still need to set up my set piece takers properly, but Barisic is on the pitch, so he will be taking most of them anyway, and I think that's where it would kind of be for taking them going forward, I would imagine. Played forward to Borna Barisic, but unfortunately no highlight from the corner. In reality, this is the away leg first against a Red Star, so hopefully we can get a positive result here and then take it back to Ibrox and finish the job, much like we did against Apoel. So it would be working perfect for us. I didn't cover the previous game because it was just one, which is why I just jumped straight in, save a little bit of time. This is going very slow between highlights. What is going on with that? Let's get that sped up a bit. Don't know why that was going so slow between highlights, guys. I'm really sorry. That shouldn't have been set up like that. It has been adjusting my settings though from time to time randomly, and I don't really know why. Myers ball into the box cleared away. Kamara on a good press there, but backs off. Again on a decent press here, Glenn Kamara just running the guy out. Eventually he does find a pass of Vukovic, bringing it forward into Mirkovic. Played forward, and Gilovic against Tavernier. Good challenge from Tavernier. Hadji launches that one forward and finds Holzik. He's on a bit of form. It's not a great shot though. Borjan with the unorthodox save with the feet, just sort of kicking it out and then catching it on his second attempt. That did not count as maybe it has counted as a shot on target now. I'm not sure if it did though. Although it did look much more like a pass towards goal. Corner kick. Barisic unorthodox finds Kent, and it's in the back of the net. That's a vital away goal for us. Not the normal corner routine you see from us now. It is on mixed delivery, so you will see this occasionally, but Barisic just finds Kent with a bit of space. He beats his man with the first touch, scores with the second. Absolutely sublime from Ryan Kent, who we've managed to hold on to. Again, as I say, not even a bid that's came close to talking terms for him yet. Vukovic plays it across to Zirka, bringing it in. Barisic for company. Oh, he's done Barisic. Barisic recovering it. Zirka's doing really well against us actually. That's good head down. Great save by Woodman. Good clearance as well, I think, by McKenna. Zirka in again, and Woodman collects, preventing the fast Red Star response, which is what I like to see. We're going to go into half time here. I'm just going to take a quick drink because my mouth is as dry as anything, but we have been a better team. We do have that vital away goal, and again I'm just going to go with the A lot more to come kind of route here. See how motivated we can get players. Holzik will kick us off. I was going to play Orsic for this game, but Holzik, obviously with a hat-trick against Dundee United, kind of earned his place. Stupid cat. Cat. Stop. Apologies, guys. She's still not stopping. Don't know what's going on with her. She's normally fairly good when I'm recording. Holzik somehow gets to this ball from Woodman. Brings it into the box. Good shot off the post from Adam Holzik. Positive sign so far. Edmundson into Hadji. Stephen Kelly. Can he find a pass, or is he getting himself into trouble? He does eventually find Glenn Kamara, who's very composed on the ball. Finds Kent. Good ball in. Love Romer. His second of the season. His first was against Apoel, of course. But a good finish from the Croatian. He's a bargain replacement for Joe Aribo, to be honest with you. I think we got 30 million rising to 37 million for Aribo, and we've replaced him for 6 rising to 9. And we'll get a lot more than that for Mayer. It's a good bit of business. My scouts are back at me saying, go get some more Dynamo players, and I'm like, we can't have just a Dynamo team basically. That's going to be a penalty. Edmundson went clattering from that free kick. Oh, or is it? It's a penalty review. Confirmed the decision. Yes, it is. Forgetting we've got VAR just now. It's been a while since I've seen VAR in this save. Tavernier with the penalty. It's a good penalty from James Tavernier, the captain, with his second of the season as well. Getting his season kicked off. We will start to make some changes now. We'll bring Gilmore on for Kamara. We need to get Kamara as much rest as we can over the next few months while Ryan Jack is out. So Gilmore's going to be kind of covering that role more than normal, and Miminaw's going to kind of have to do the Mazelia role, I would imagine, more than normal as well. But that's good for getting game time for these guys. Barisic whips it in towards Edmundson, cleared away. Gilmore's going to pick this one up, and the Chelsea man finds McKenna Camley. Edmundson into Stephen Kelly. Oh, that's a beautiful bit of play as Yanis Hadji gets his second of the season. We're 4-0 up in Belgrade, in cruise control right now. This was just a lovely bit of play right from this pass from Edmundson. Kelly then finds another good pass. Hadji on the run. Holzik finds him straight away. Excuse me. Just beautiful, absolutely beautiful from the team there. That is the kind of passing that I like to see from my teams, It's decisive passing. It's a good ball in though. Tavernier heads away only as far as Gook. And they're coming down the far side now. Whipping it across to Markovic. I'm not even going to try and pronounce some of these names, to be honest, but Markovic again on the ball. Cook again. Come on guys, we need a better press than this. They've eventually got sort of in behind here. Freddie Woodman equal to it, though he is starting to come onto a bit of a game. Maybe he just needed a few games to get used to our system. We will bring off Stephen Kelly for Mimino. Bit of a risk here, but gets him good game time while we're 4-0 up, and gives Stephen Kelly a rest. He's obviously just coming back from injury, so again, just getting him as fit as we can is important here. Although this run looks very, very dangerous. Thankfully the shot did not match it, because that was not a fun run to watch. We'll make probably another change in maybe another 5 minutes or so and bring Orsic on, probably for Hadji, just again get him rested. We could bring Roof on there, but I think, let's give him a full game off, because I think he's going to have a lot of game time to play this season, particularly if we do get into the Champions League proper, as Nikolic gets a goal back for Red Star. We will make that sub now then. No, not that one. Cancel that. Sub Orsic on for Yanis Hadji, please. I do believe you can play across there, so that will be fine. He was showing us 2.5 star. That's going to be a red card. And with Orsic coming onto that side, it's going to be menacing. Barisic coming across to take the free kick. He's got off with a warning, it's not a red. Oh, Mislav Orsic does come on for Yanis Hadji though. He is going to be absolutely petrified at left back right now for them. Excuse me. Cook launches forward. He's found Kristic in a bit of space here. We maybe need to defend a bit wider. It's came in. Good block from, I think, McKenna there. Falls to Kent as well. Mayer. He's got Holzik running in front of him. Can he find him? Oh, that's a beautiful ball. Just absolutely beautiful. Really good run from Holzik as well. He looks like he could be worth good money in the future. Very, very good start to his Rangers career. And this all came from a Scott McKenna block as well. But you see him here, he eventually is just, which side did I go? Eventually picks the side. Meyer picks the pass out. Beautiful. The goalkeeper maybe could come and get it. I don't know. But he doesn't. And it's in the back of the net as a tap-in. Borjan launching that goal kick forward, only finding Borna Barisic. He is back down to light now, which is good because it means that I can actually get him playing games. He was up at very heavy after pre-season because of those ridiculous amount of friendlies that somehow I didn't realise had been arranged. That's obviously on me to make sure that I am keeping an eye on my fixture list and make sure that I have the staff responsibility set to correct. So I've obviously missed that one, and we learn for the future, and hopefully it doesn't affect us too much this season. Nikolic gets it out wide. Good chance for a decent ball in here, and it is a decent ball in, which they win, but the header's gone over. Another couple of minutes, and we should be cruising into the Champions League from this position. Not to ruin anything though, of course we've seen miracle comebacks before, but we're in very, very good shape just now. Now I trust Edmundson in pace against most defenders, which is one of the reasons why I like him in this system, because he is so quick. Cooch, Tavernier launches it forward, can't find Holzik. Came back forward, Gilmore can't find Mayer. And again, Red Star just coming back at us again and again. These are the kind of times where you get frustrated when you concede goals because there's been chances to get them away, but Woodman equal to it. Just don't launch it, mate. He's launching it. Told you. You just know he is. But he has actually found Mayer, who's found Orsic, who's got that burst of pace. Who's hit it straight, Borjan. Unlucky, but quick one end to the other sometimes does work. Maybe his kicking getting better, I don't know. But overall, very, very happy with this result. Outstretched arms, good win, well done boys. 5-1 win in Belgrade. We're back in a second for the second leg of this tie. We'll see you there. Welcome back, my friends, to the second leg. Between games, we had a game against St Mirren. We won 4-0 goals from Young Coombs, Kilman, Tavernier from the penalty spot, and Ben Woodburn also from the penalty spot because I'd subbed Tavernier off by that stage. We just need to get a result here. We've also sold Kamar Roof. A bid came in, 24 million we got for him, 23 million of that up front, another million or so over a year or something, and then there's some add-ons there to take over to 25.5. He scores so many goals. So that's kind of where we're at there. Now that's leaving us a bit short on that right hand side, but we've got Marin with no work permit, so I'm kind of reluctant to go out and buy. I might go out and buy another holding or deep line playmaker, because that midfield area without Jack in particular is very, very thin. We have brought in a number of young players to the club. I'll go through all the sort of transfers again because there will be stuff that I forget through the next episode probably, because then the window should be 100% shut. So the team that we've gone with today is Woodman, Tavernier, Edmundson, McKenna, Barisic, Kelly, Kamara, Kennedy on the right, Mayer in the middle, I think. Have we got Kent on the left? I'm sure we do. And Holzik up top once again. So about as strong a team as we can get out. Edmundson is my preferred, as I said. And the good thing about Edmundson is we're increasing the value of our own player rather than Chelsea's players. Holzik comes straight through, goal. Good ball from Stephen Kelly, who's really proven to be a good person to have in the team. I thought bringing selling Davis and not being able to buy a replacement for Davis was a risk, but Stephen Kelly really proving that he is more than capable of stepping into our team and putting in performances. He doesn't score as many goals as say a Davis or a Zungu did, but he creates a lot more, I think, than what both of them did. You've got Mayer whipping this one in, Edmondson off the post, and Borjan keeping it out in the end. Fairly good start, launch forward for Zirka, and that's a great ball. Barisic 2-on-1 there. He's done well with the first one. Unfortunate to not be able to deal with it, but he was in a bad spot there. He was 2-on-1 against them. I think it was Barisic. It might have actually been someone else. Who was it? It was indeed Barisic. He ends up 2-on-1 there. Very unfortunate position, not a position that he wants to be in. They just caught us on the overload there. Kai Kennedy has suffered a bruised hand. Sure, you can play him with a bruised hand, mate. So I'm going to ignore that. Barisic with the free kick. Wide it goes. Unfortunately, a lot of power and whip on that ball, to be fair. Twisted knee. See, that might be a bit more of an issue, particularly when we don't have a left back on the bench. James Maxwell played the last game against it Mirren, actually, just trying to get Barisic and Bassey both back to fitness. Barisic is on light now, so that is positive things. In terms of him, means we can get some games out of him, and I think it's a great ball. Oh, Kent hits the post. Bassey, I think, still on heavy, but going in the right direction. I can't believe that a bruised hand is an orange injury. Holzik straight at Borjan. We're playing well again though, playing really well. I do want to start bleeding young James Patterson in a bit more, get him developed, because when we do lose Tav, I want him to be ready as Ryan Kent steps up. Another assist for Stephen Kelly, by the way. Another whipped ball over the top. He is absolutely outstanding. He's going to be some player for us going forward. It's just launched through. Edmondson won a header, got it down to him, over the top from Kelly. One touch is all Ryan Kent needs there, and it's in the back of the net. I'm going to take Kennedy off being able to play in the reserves as well, just to make sure his match use enough bonus is always available. Young Coombs obviously doing really well, but I'm going to, Edmondson, no, it's McKenna rather, scoring his first goal for the club there. Young Coombs I'm going to keep playing in the reserves, and maybe Dapo Mabudi gets some game time as well. That's the benefit of losing these players and trying to create, and this is why I'm looking right now at a lot of young players. So I'm scouting every young player from England that I can, scouting every young player from Wales, Northern Ireland, even Gibraltar and Scotland, of course. We're feeding these in, even if they're only coming in at 16, 17, going straight into under 18s. That will create a conveyor belt system, because it means that when McKenna goes, we just get Leon King game time, Lewis Mail game time. We don't have to stress about replacing in the future. Is kind of what I'm kind of hoping to set up right now. And even if we buy, 10, 20 players that cost £5 to £10 million, hopefully we only need to sell 2 or 3 of them to make a profit. Is kind of what I'm thinking. And then the rest of them, if they don't work out, then hey ho, it's been worth a shot. Is Holzik? I thought that was in, 8-2 on aggregate right now, and I think we've been fairly comfortable in these games. We are going to make a change. We are going to bring Kai Kennedy off. He is struggling. It's not his natural side, to be fair to him, so we will bring Yanis Hadji on, who is much more natural in that position. I do prefer Kennedy central or on the left rather than in the 7, if you like. But hey, he's done well. Obviously having that knock with a bruised hand was more severe than we maybe anticipated it to be, as Zirka brings it into the box. Decent ball win off the post, thankfully, and Barisic launching that one clear. And we're going to bring Memon on again for Stephen Kelly. Again, just rest Stephen Kelly. I've got Billy Gilmore completely out of the squad, and we will bring Nathan Patterson on now for Borna Barisic. Just give him that extra game time. We do have Josh Doig as one of the young players that's came in. He is a right-footed left back, so I'm going to retrain him on the right, where I think he will be much more effective. But he does expect games, so we need to make sure he is getting games. But we've got 4 left backs in the squad. Natural with Barisic, Bassey, Maxwell, and him, and he can obviously be a third right back for us, to get Tavernier and whatnot rest. Tavernier and Patterson a rest as well. This looks like it's going to be a nice, comfortable win, though. The draw is up in 2 minutes, so I'm just going to keep this running and keep chatting to you. So I will actually quickly run through those transfers with you now. So we've got another bid here accepted. This is Ethan Jones. Now, what position are you? You're a right back. Again, I'm going to retrain him at centre back. A lot of the guys that we've bought actually are centre backs, which is very frustrating. So we'll just whip you up there. And this is kind of just what I'm doing, you know. This guy, 44 to 96k. You really don't need to do a whole lot of them. We sold, Glenn Middleton for that kind of price. So we don't need to do a whole lot with them to get this profit. So here we are. So Aribo I've mentioned, 30 million rising to 35. Robbie Fraser and Aaron Lyle out on loan. Kimara Roof for 24 rising to 25. So where were we? Holzik. So we've brought in Josh Doig. He's the left back that I was mentioning. It's right footed. Needs some work on his crossing, so we are already doing that. But he's a fairly good defensive option. Actually plays as a centre back as well, so he gives us plenty of options across that back line. Very happy to get him in from Hibs for 1.8 to 2.5 million. So one of the more expensive ones, but he's one of the more game ready ones, if you like. Already 2-star ability, 4.5 star potential. I think he could be something pretty special, and he's already probably in and around the team. We've got Taylor Foran in from Arsenal. He's 3-star potential. My scouts actually had him at 3.5 star. He has cost me 475k. Now there is some add-ons on top of that that's not included. That was compensation. Lee Jonas was also compensation again. He was 3.5 star when I signed him. Staff obviously disagree with that. Needs some work on his positioning and strength and whatnot. Again, he's registered as right back. I would play him as a centre back if he does break through. So that's where we're training him. And then another centre back, which is Shane Turner. He was £925. Now he was only 2.5 star potential, but I thought for £925, it's really not a risk at all. You see, he's already worth 5k. We could sell him for 5k in January with a sell-on fee. We'll make a decent profit off him. And that's kind of what this series is about. It's about churning out consistent profit. So we'll skip on. As you see, Champions League group stage draw is today. We have to receive 13.93 Liverpool ranking. So 13.93 minus 250k. Finances in the bank, 122 million. We've now got 46 million in the transfer budget. And as you see, the wage budget just keeps going up because we're selling players for such big money. I am going to bring that back down and increase the transfer budget because I don't want to let our wage budget get out of control, and I'd rather have a larger transfer budget because that means that I'm in control of what's going on. Yeah, loan list due. You're probably about ready for a loan, to be fair. Where am I training you? Advanced playmaker attack. Yeah, so I am training you different. Jamie Hughes, centre back. League 2 level. I'm not going to do you. Alex Handlin, striker. Oh yeah, I'll happily loan you out, so we'll do that. Harrison away on loan to Montrose. He is a regen, one of the regens we got. He's actually one. Our regen pool was really poor, which is again one of the reasons why I want to fill out the under 18s. What's an under 18s looking like just now? You know, we've still got great players there, but other than Semple, who is in the reserves, Kelsey Yoon, who's in the reserves, you know, this was our best here with a couple of 3-stars. It really was not a good youth intake this year. So that's kind of why I want to start filling out the under 18s. Just the only problem is it only seems to be over the guys that are interested. Did I go and scout centre backs only, by the way? Because I'd be really embarrassed if I scouted centre backs only. No, I didn't. That's fine. But that's kind of what I'm searching by: determination, nationality, and I'm adjusting the determination based on nationality just to get under 50 players so I can scout in one go, if that makes sense. So, you know, it's kind of what it is. No Croatia plays for Orsic. That doesn't surprise me. He's not had a great start to life with us. Barisic and Meyer both in that squad. Katic getting a Bosnia call up. I believe he's declared for Croatia in real life, so I'm not sure on that. Holzik obviously getting a call up, Kamara a call up, Hadji a call up, Kilman a call up, which is interesting. McKenna McCrory for Scotland, and Pandu and Woodburn for Wales, and then loads of under 21s and stuff. Graham away on loan, he's going to Cove Rangers. Champions League group J draw, that's what we were looking for now. Are we third or fourth seeds? We are fourth. In fact, we're the second lowest. In fact, no, we are the lowest seeded team in the competition, and that doesn't surprise me. We had a poor year last year in Europe, obviously drawing Spurs, which was a hurdle too far for us. So we are fourth seeds, so we'll just skip through this fairly quickly and then see if there's any groups that stand out as get out of all. So Napoli, Salzburg, Man City, that looks hard. Bayern, Inter, would like to avoid that. Ajax, we could maybe nick for third. Benfica, we could beat Benfica, we could beat Mönchengladbach, that'd probably be a good group. PSG, Real Madrid, Leipzig, I'd like to avoid. Juve, Chelsea, Shakhtar, I'd like to avoid. In fact, I'd be looking at Group A and Group E as my two ideal ones. Group B is sort of third, everyone else is kind of just hope for the best, I think. So let's go. Right, one left to go. Nope, we're not getting it. We're getting the Ajax group. So Ajax, Liverpool, Atletico Madrid for our Champions League draw, guys. This is going to be fun. Liverpool are going to play very similar style to us, of course. Atletico Madrid hard to break down. Ajax full of wonder kids, about half of them which are probably on my shortlist rather. Calling it a trade pile, I'm not playing FIFA, guys. My shortlist in the hope of maybe nabbing a couple of them down the line. So this is a very good group. It's a good group to go and test us in. It's not one that, you know, I would have looked at and went, we can get out of this, we can maybe nick Europa League, I think. And if, you know, Liverpool or Atletico Madrid have a bad season, maybe we can nick out into the knockouts of the Champions League. But let's just focus on one round at a time. We will be back next episode. Now I'm just going to skip ahead to see where the draws are. Liverpool's the obvious one, innit? That's Liverpool away though. Let's come back for Ajax at home. I'm going to miss a good few old firms this season because, you know, we covered them so much. So we come for Ajax at home and then Liverpool at home. I think that's a really good run-off. And then there should be a Celtic game around here, mid-January. We'll come back for a game around here somewhere. So we'll do Ajax at home, Liverpool at home on camera, just because the away games are always a bit more tedious and stuff. And I think that works out fairly well for a break and gets us moving on this series. So thanks all so much for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you did, smash the like button. We are in the Champions League with a very interesting draw. Let me know your thoughts on it down below and I'll hopefully catch you all next time.